Thanks for joining me, guys. I've got Alex, Bell, and Kyle here. How you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Doing
Doing
great.
great.
Glad,
Doing
glad,
great.
glad to be here.
Spell DUNGR number 8. Doing great.
Doing great.
Doing great, brah. First, the most important thing out of all these things is what? RoboCop and Terminator. RoboCop and Terminator being buddy cops together. I love how they do the bro nod.
Yeah.
They killed the lady behind the desk too.
Yeah.
Well, you'll learn the jokes in just a minute here. And so crime's going down, the population also goes down. We need 209. Anyway, good stuff. So, and there is a comic here, and I forgot to get it, but I actually have the comic Terminator versus RoboCop. There was a limited series of Terminator and RoboCop fighting each other, it's actually pretty good.
It reminds me of a video. Yeah, who wins? Who wins?
I haven't read it yet. I just barely got it like a couple of weeks ago, and I haven't opened it. I haven't even opened it yet. So anyway.
That reminds me of a video I seen on Instagram where two stormtroopers were talking about the Empire blowing up Alderaan with the Death Star, and apparently Alderaan was having an unemployment issue, so they solved it.
Oh my god!
Nobody's unemployed anymore.
That's always the issue.
They showed a chart; it just showed unemployment in Alderaan.
Nice. So, yeah. So these are what would you call them? You call them slightly transparent pills. Maybe they're slightly transparent pills in the sense that they might be a black pill, they might be a white pill, they might be a red pill. They could be any one of these pills. We have no idea yet. But they're designed specifically to get us thinking that the UN will be dismantled or something, right? And when we know that as soon as Trump gets out of here, of course, this is all going to go away. Any of these things, any of these little fantasies that everybody's having about the UN, because this is all popping off here on Twitter, on X, about the UN, having issues. In a bombshell announcement, UN Secretary Antonio Guterres has issued a dire warning. The United Nations is on the brink of total collapse. If the United States, which contributes approximately $2.2 billion, that's $2.2 billion of yours and my tax dollars that they're throwing in there, to the regular budget alone, does not give the UN. So, and apparently Trump's cutting their funding, which thank goodness for that. But as soon as some other bastard gets in there that replaces Trump, they'll just do whatever. They'll kick it in, they'll kick it up a notch, and they'll make up for the 2.2 billion that we didn't do these last 3 or 4 years, or however many years that we didn't give them money.
So they're saying because we're not giving them as much money anymore, and due to Trump's tariffs and everything, now all of a sudden the UN is out of money or running out of money. Is that what they're trying to say?
Well, apparently we give them 2.2 billion every year.
So I don't know the exact number. You might want to look it up, but there's like 20 countries that make up the European. Okay, never mind. We're talking about the United Nations. I was getting ahead of myself. I was going to say like the European Union is made up of like 20 different countries, but if we're just talking about the United Nations, then okay, I get it. But yeah, I mean the United Nations has got more and more corrupt throughout the years. I'm all for them cutting funding to the United Nations. It's not something we need. I think they're up to a lot of things that aren't very good, and we're taxpayer dollars going to that. No, we don't need it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Alex, you love United Nations, right?
Oh, they're my favorite. Just you wait
Oh,
until
yeah.
the blue hats are coming in, telling us what to do.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Iran and Russia in the UN? Don't they both have a seat? Correct me if I'm wrong, but
yeah, I mean, it does. When
Really?
it comes down to it, just yeah, I mean, it just comes down to the simple fact that I think everybody, include Americans, Australians, people all over the Western world, are fed up with the bullshit. We know that there's frauds going on. UNICEF, there's videos of UNICEF drivers like doing weird shit in weird places with people. Traffic. I mean, there's implications of UNICEF doing trafficking and all this crazy stuff. There's that video that went viral a couple of years ago of the forgive me. It was one of those foreign aid organizations that we fund, and they had this stacks full of
UNICEF?
cash. Thank you, UNICEF. That's exactly yeah.
Something like that.
So yeah, and so there's just videos of that all the time. It's just like the countless fraud that we've been seeing from Somali and all these the leering centers and all this stuff. Everybody's fed up with it. We want none of our money going anywhere anymore. None of us cared until you had to mess with our immigration system and everything else. And now we're burned. We're on fire. We're woken. We're sick of it. So
Trump also cut funding to the World Health Organization, which is good, because of what we had to endure over the past 8 years. Knowing now what we didn't know before, it's a good thing he cut all funding to the World Health Organization. We shouldn't be giving them a dime after what they contributed to the past 10 years. I'm not going to say the word. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, just last year alone, 3.72, almost 4 billion approved by our fucking traitor Congress people. Traitors. 2026, 3.45 billion approved. So that's approved. Maybe it hasn't been sent yet. But there's absolutely nothing we can do to stop it. What's the percentage? United States, 22%, largest single contributor. This is to the UN. And China gives 20%. I'm surprised they give anything. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I'm surprised China gives them. I'm surprised that they're actually even close to us. I was expecting. Wait, hold on. Does that? Okay. I was like, what does that mean? Negative.
And these are donations to the UN or World Health Organization?
What does that squiggly symbol mean? I guess it doesn't mean anything. But anyway, China gives 20%, almost as much as we do, which is very surprising. Japan, 6.9%. Germany, UK, France follow. So it's just, I mean, with everything, with NATO, with all these ridiculous global organizations, I mean, it's endless, and we're sick of it. All of us are sick of it. Every single American sick of it. Anybody in the West is sick of it. We're sick of paying for everybody else's shit. That's just what it comes down to. Anyway.
Well, that's what doesn't make any sense. China is a communist country. They have, people in China can't even go outside and mumble something about the government without them knocking on their door and dragging them away. Why does China even have a say in the United Nations? They shouldn't even be allowed to donate. Just for the simple fact that China is allowed to donate that much money to the UN proves that there has to be some kind of corruption, because China isn't just going to give them free money. No, they're going to give them money and be like, okay, here's our money and here's a list of everything we want done. Leave us alone or do this for us. There's a catch. There's always a catch. They shouldn't even be involved in that if they were truly the United Nations and they truly cared about world peace.
Yeah, they don't. All they care about is profit, scamming, stealing our tax dollars and everything else. All right, so I wanted to bring up this. This will be hopefully a nice transition. to everything. But this is just a quick thing. We're gonna just touch on what's happening in Minneapolis. Prince is from there. In case anybody cares, Prince is from in Minneapolis. Lots of several famous people, if I remember correct. I could be wrong, but I think Madonna. No, but I could be wrong. Anyway, it's just a shit show. What a sad state of affairs. So this is them apparently even more leftist anti-ICE roadblocks are being set up near Minneapolis, and of course these people are being paid. Do you think anybody has the time or money to just sit here and whole fucking day? And apparently they're like stopping cars and asking them.
That's destruction of public property. Why are they not being arrested?
Because they're all complicit. The Minneapolis Minneapolis police force won't care. They're just
asking them what? What are they doing?
So they're trying to. They're literally trying to. They're asking people who come by to see if they're ICE or not. Like that's what it says. I don't see anybody stopping anybody, but apparently that's kind of okay. Here we go. So this
they don't even know what they're doing. They're just out there because they were paid. They'd be out there.
Yeah, they're just
our Somali Uber driver, man.
They're allowed to wear masks, but everybody wants ICE to take their masks off. Okay.
Anyway, I know these are boring stories, but let's just cover.
Well, no. I want to see what they ask.
Okay.
You piqued my interest.
Okay.
And I mean, for the simple fact that they went to a church and started protesting ICE proves that they're just paid to show up. They don't even know what they're protesting.
You said his license plates are ICE?
Doing good, yeah. I was just saying, it looks like in our system, your plates came up as an ICE plate. That doesn't seem like it's the case, but I just wanted to come through and see what was up and talk to you, see how you were doing.
So they think they're above the law. They think they can apprehend.
I was about to say, like, bro, this is the best way to get shot. Like,
so I would love to see what happens when they do go up to somebody's window and they are ICE.
An ICE agent. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I mean, if they're illegal, they're probably helping them arrest them. Dude, just grab them, throw them in the car, and drive away.
I figured, yeah.
I mean, he's clearly Somali.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, glad to hear it. What's your name? Ali? Ali, nice.
How long have you guys been out here today?
Okay, so people are falsely
He's not gonna
flagged.
answer. He doesn't even answer.
Are we good though?
Yeah. We're good.
I do want to ask, what's the system you guys are using out here? I mean, because it's obvious that was wrong, right? I mean, the guy was just a Somali Uber driver, not
Well,
ICE.
the thing is, ICE, they're renting a lot of cars, but yeah, we'll take this off the list. Yeah.
Okay, so they're totally fine with the Somalian Uber driver who's ripping them off for all their tax dollars. Oh, but heaven forbid it's an ICE agent who's trying to clean up the streets. Dude, it's ass backwards. I can't believe it.
There's a lot of stupidity in this country. I don't even know how to describe it. It's ridiculous.
Including
for one, it looks like it's broad daylight. Like, why aren't they at work? Like, why don't they have jobs? How are they making money if they're not? If they have time to do this, they're not going, to their job. Like, where are they getting their money? Are they, collecting government welfare?
Yeah, they're just getting paid, or they're doing this for a living,
or they're paid protesters.
Oh my gosh.
Dude. Okay.
Oh.
So that's crazy, right? So it took me a second. I was trying to figure out what the hell happened because I thought that he stepped on him by accident. So you got two people on a motorcycle trying to rip off a semi. That's what's happening here. Okay. So you got two dudes on a motorcycle. He's got the bolt cutters. He's cutting the whatever you have to do to cut the block or whatever he's doing there while they're driving. And then he jumps over the guy. But look what happens. The trucker puts the brake on. And the bike eats
the bike hits the back of the truck.
Yeah.
And the trucker has every right to do that if he knows he's being hijacked.
Holy cow.
Well, they just watched that one Fast and Furious movie, and it worked in the movie, so.
I was about to say, this is like something they saw for Fast and Furious, and they're like, let's try that, you guys.
They never seen Fast and the Furious. These are like maybe they did, but yeah, you're absolutely right. But check this out. This is even funnier. It gets even better. Watch this.
Now he's stuck.
Oh,
Never mind.
He just bailed. He bailed.
So I'm trying. If you look at there, it looks like someone like, I don't know. It looks like something hit him or something, but maybe he just jumped off. I can't tell. It looks like he got kicked off. I can't tell what happened there. But
here's my
it's a funny
question.
video.
Do all trucks have downward facing cameras on their back doors? Or
well, I'm sure this guy
robbed
probably installed it.
Yeah, I was about to say
installed it.
this has happened before. He installed that camera because it's happened multiple times.
More than likely, the trucker put it on there. More than likely, I have no idea, but just more than likely, that's
probably how the trucker saw them. Because man, they were totally in the blind spot.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
The
so
trucker. One more thing: the trucker hires armed bodyguards, and when they get the door open and they open it, they're just like. They just have a trash can like knock them right out of the back of the truck.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, there's a lot of videos of truckers shaking illegals off of their truck. There's one viral video of a guy driving out of England, and the guy who was hitching a ride with him was trying to get him to stop because he didn't realize he was trying to get into England, but the guy was going away from England. It's pretty funny. And he was like, "Hey, come on with me, buddy. You're coming to the Netherlands." It's pretty funny. Funny video. But just funny, silly stuff, and it's just like we're just trying to protect the West. The West, if you want the West to exist, if you want microphones to exist, if you want podcasts to exist, if you want any of this shit to exist, you better preserve the West. You better preserve all of what we have. So this is one of my favorite new candidates right here. I just wanted to. This guy. James Fishback. I just wanted to. We're not going to even listen to his video because of the content of what he talks about. He talks about the files that we all know about. But he's just pointing out how not one single person has been arrested yet.
Yeah.
And that's the silly part about all of this, right? It's like everybody's like, oh my gosh, the files are out here. The files are out. And it's like, nothing is gonna fucking happen. Like and how many times do we have to tell you that? It's just nothing is ever going to happen from it.
The rabbit hole is deep. I know we're not talking about it today, but for anybody watching, it's like, dude, the deeper you dive into that rabbit hole, they're not going to arrest anybody because everyone involved is at the top.
And they said that back in 2016 when the whistleblowers were going out about that. They said that. They said either everybody's going down or nobody is. That's what the whistleblower. I can't remember their names, but there's some whistleblowers that were on. They're just like the entire system is going down or nobody is, and that it was pretty blatantly obvious that that's they're not going to let go of their power. So
this plays out the same way every time. I mean, even going back years and decades. I mean, even just recently. Last year, Trump ordered the government to release every file they had on the JFK assassination. And when it got delayed, and then when they finally did drop some information, it was just very vague. Like, we got nothing. So I mean, this is what happens. Like, it is what it is. It's this. Even when people have been crying for like the UFO files and everything, and they'll drop something here and they'll drop something there, and all the information you ever get, there's nothing.
It's vague. It's redacted.
Just stop asking because they're not going to give it to you.
Yep.
The Freedom of Information Act only applies to information they want you to know about.
Or the information the government wants to know about you. You better give it up. Freedom of information. Tell us everything.
All they got to do to classify a document and redact it before they do a data dump for a Freedom of Information Act, all they got to do to keep that document from being released is claim it's in the best interest of national security. And I don't care how many Freedom of Information Acts you have, it's not going to be included in the data when it's released. So
anyway, and then the every single goddamn elite out there who thinks we're stupid, like Billie Eilish does, thinks we're as stupid as this guy, just can't open two doors, can't figure it out, can't get in and out, can't cut it, can't get them closed. So he just goes over the last one. Anyway, but no, we're much more than that. We're much more than that. We're more like this.
It's like that's
Oh my
AI.
God.
That is that AI? That has to be AI.
Take that motherfucker down, Devin! Don't let him go! Punch him in the eye!
Is AI allowed to swear? Do they like?
I mean,
Is
well,
it?
this guy says right here. This video appears to be AI generated. The scenario of a person
Okay.
successfully riding a wild buck deer through the woods for nearly 10 seconds defiles real world physics. Deer aren't built to carry human weight like that, and without immediate collapse or violent resistance. So
I was about to say that deer wouldn't be able to hold up that guy. They're not
Yeah, that guy was
horses.
a pretty big dude.
it's still a funny ass video, though. I love it how he's like, punch him in the eye.
Down, Devin! Don't let
And
him
it-
go! Poke him in the eye!
Poke him in the eye. Okay, yeah.
And if you look how he's riding it, he's riding the deer like it's a Harley Davidson. It's the
I
way
was
he's like
gonna say, it
grabbing
looks like
it.
he's riding a motorcycle.
All right, sorry. Okay.
That's a
hopefully
dedicated
memes are
hunter. He missed the shot,
Yeah.
so he just kept at it. He jumped on top of the deer.
driving the bucks wild. So, but we're gonna get into the TikTok next. We're gonna get into the TikTok stuff and the Billie Eilish stuff, and this is kind of crazy. So, this is talking about Larry Ellison. So it's not being talked about a lot, but TikTok is having a massive exodus right now. Apparently there's a lot of people, there's a lot of things to look at determining, what is actually happening. But this guy spells it out perfectly as to what exactly is happening. Because what's happening is people are trying to, create posts or even search stuff, and you're just blocked.
Larry Ellison officially took control over TikTok on January 22nd. Let's see.
By the way, that was Larry Ellison is the guy who owned Paramount, was trying to purchase Warner Brothers, right?
How it's
Yep.
going. Cue the music. Let's see what happens when I search I hate Jay. Blocked. Okay, that's fine. No one should hate anybody. And there's a picture of heart and doves and a reminder of the Holocaust, and that's fine. But let's see what happens when I search I hate Jesus. Wow, look at that.
Anyway, he goes through a bunch of
Wow.
it just shows you the black and white weirdness that's happening on TikTok right now. When you're censored to this degree, people notice, people see this. When you control speech to this degree, you can't just buy up every single platform and shut people up. But apparently that's what Ellison thinks he's doing. So it's just weird to see that happening. So what is happening? And this is a bright page.
I'm just glad to see people are finally leaving TikTok. I've been saying for years, like, TikTok is no good. They're stealing your information. Like, why are you even on there? You're just helping China create a profile of yourself. So if World War III ever happens and they happen to take over your country, they're now going to know exactly where you live. They're going to have an AI face scan of your face, because that's probably how you signed into TikTok, and they're going to know everything about you. I mean, they're profiling America through TikTok, basically.
I completely agree with Kyle. I mean, we've known this since the very beginning. I mean, wasn't there, like, before the COVID, wasn't there like a big ol' data dump from TikTok that a lot of user information was leaked? Like, I don't know if it was before COVID or post-COVID, but there has been data leak from TikTok, and people just, whatever, who cares? And it, yeah.
TikTok was created by the Communist Party to profile every single American that was that downloaded the app. I was going to say dumb enough, but yeah, profile every single person that downloaded that app, was told about the risk, was warned about them possibly profiling you through the app, and people didn't care. As long as I get my funny videos. Well, you can get that on Instagram. You don't need TikTok. So.
Yeah. So Upscrolled is the replacer app, apparently, and we'll see how it does. But apparently, it's taking all the TikTok people. They're not going to X, which is where they should probably go, because X is allowing the most free speech. But Upscrolled is going to be the equivalent of whatever. So a lot of people are leaving that and going to Upscrolled. Created by a Palestinian, Jordanian, Australian Empower people worldwide with creating a space where they can freely express thoughts, share moments, going to connect with others. It's just interesting to see that happening. So again, it's just you try to control what we're able to see, people will fucking leave. That's just what happens. People
G'day,
will
mate.
fucking
Free
leave.
Palestine.
It's pretty funny. And so you can't see stuff like this. We stand for justice in the future worth fighting for. So I know that I know that we're kind of teetering back and forth between Minneapolis, but you got these assholes trying to stage the Iwo Jima flag lift, right?
Oh my god, that's kind of funny.
What the fuck?
Where are they at?
That's at Minneapolis.
Minneapolis,
Oh.
yeah. I should have mentioned it back when we were back there. So, but
Someone needs to comment down below and be like, get a job. Yeah. Like, none of you have a life. Like, what? Like, why do you care so much about people trying to make you safe?
Dude, why don't they put this much effort into the Somalian fraud case? Like, why? Dude, I just can't. It blows my mind that fraud and theft of their taxes is happening right under their noses, but they choose to attack the people that are trying to do something about it. Yeah. Have there been some questionable choices of the ICE officers? Absolutely. But if those people would have just let ICE do their job, or even better, help ICE do their job, they wouldn't have been shot.
If you look at all the shit that they've been through, that they go through every day, and they get death threats sent to their families and all that crap they got to go through just to do their job when they're out there trying to protect everybody and make the streets safer, everybody has a tipping point. I mean, just let them do their job. They're not out there arresting every single immigrant that they see. If you're an immigrant and you're a legal citizen, they're not going to bug you. If you're an immigrant and you're an illegal citizen and you're illegal, but you don't have a criminal record, they're probably going to ignore you. They're out there looking for illegal immigrants with criminal records who would be in jail, that should be in jail no matter what country they're in. That's who they're looking for.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. Let them do their job. You got people like this that they have plenty of time to go out here in the middle of the day and protest stuff they don't understand, and they don't want to put any effort into something that actually matters. I mean, like you said, with all the fraud, with the Somalian fraud and everything, and they made billions of dollars, and now the governor now isn't going to run for re-election because he was directly involved in all that, and he would have been our VP if Harris won. I mean, could you imagine all the fraud he was involved in, and now he's stepping down, and he would have been our VP if Harris won.
The Somalians probably love this. They probably love this. All the fraudsters and everybody involved in this case, they're probably eating all this up. Like, oh, we took your tax dollars and now you're helping us do it. Okay. That's not their accent, but they didn't do a Somalian accent.
They didn't need to take our tax dollars. If they asked Biden, he probably would have just gave it to them. So,
it blows my mind.
When we can scream at the top of our lungs about this for at this point years, and nothing is done. I mean, it's just disgusting.
What's happening to the quality of the human race? That's all I have to say. I mean, it just seems
it's the quality of the West. It's really the quality of the West. The West and the leaders of the West. The leaders of the West have betrayed us all. That's really what it comes down to. They've betrayed us all. They want to end the West. They're collaborating with evil banker fuckers, and it's all just they want to destroy it all so that they could have the 15-minute cities. Anyway, let's
we need to go back to the days of the cowboy. Everybody needs to be cattle ranchers now.
Oh my!
I think again, the Amish. We continuously see the videos of the Amish kicking ass. The Amish are kicking everybody else's ass now. So you're in Pennsylvania, Kyle. So yeah, maybe you should go to an Amish collective and do a video with them. Talk to the Amish people about.
They have a strict no technology policy, so they haven't been they haven't been manipulated by social media like everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they just make pies and build barns.
So real quick, you guys, I wanted to point out this is kind of fun. This is a really funny post. So yesterday was Groundhog Day. If you guys haven't seen, if you haven't heard, I mean, if anybody knows, yesterday was Groundhog Day. I love the movie Groundhog Day. If you haven't seen it, it's freaking amazing. It's one of the greatest movies I've seen in years, and I hadn't seen it in years, and I watched it the other with my family. Such a great movie, such a good-hearted, solid movie. And that movie is based around this event, or at least it's so we have several Pennsylvanian Italian Polish girl. Okay, as a severely Pennsylvanian Italian Polish girl, I can say that the reason the demographics of this town have remained what they have been for so long, and it terrifies many this type of color to such a deep spiritual level that they won't set foot within a 50-mile radius. Apparently, Groundhog Day scares the living crap out of non-whites. Apparently, that's what it's. Anyway, it's just a funny story. And something I had to point out.
So
that's what she says.
They're afraid of a bunch of old guys that are taking a day off work to go look at a groundhog coming.
Well, I can see why it would be, because they're singing. Listen to this.
Go round the hog.
And then it just goes on forever. It's just a funny story. I thought that was a funny story. We can move on from that. We don't have
terrifying.
Yeah. So the next story is going to be talking about Billie Eilish. Now everybody saw what she said. She's talking about stolen land and all this stuff, but we have to read this rant, and this rant, I'm just going to read as much of it as I can here. Cynthia, this is actually great. I haven't read this whole thing yet, but so far it's been amazing. That fucking insufferable cunt Billie Eilish couldn't keep her smug mouth shut from the goddamn for a goddamn 1 second at the Grammys. More brain dead propaganda from a rich girl who's never had to deal with real consequences. So do you guys know what she said? Do you know what she?
I don't know what she said, but I know
on the Grammys last night she was saying basically, it's stolen land. She said something about stolen land. Nothing's, no one's illegal on stolen land. That's what she said. So this green-haired window-licking retard, privileged cunt struts around in designer shit, living on stolen land she loves to whine about. And this is the bigger picture. This is even funnier, you guys. So apparently her mansion was built on Indian land. She loves to whine about and then has the balls to lecture the entire country on borders while ICE tries to clean up the messes her kind of open border cheerleading helped create. I fucking despise her fake ass tears, her performative activism, the way she laps up applause from a room full of millionaire hypocrites. Get this overrated, attention-starved bitch canceled and shipped off to whatever echo chamber spawned her worthless opinions. Such a wow. Great writing. It's like I want to hire Cynthia Holton to write for our new newsletter. What a pathetic virtue signaling piece of garbage. The spoiled brat milks every platform for clout, pushing the same recycled leftist trash. She ignores raped women, murdered citizens, and wrecked communities. All the while she hides behind her mansion walls and cries about empathy, and she doesn't actually feel. The fucking hate with whiny voice, her fake outrage, her entire existence as a walking hypocrisy machine. Someone needs to tell this talentless hack to shut the fuck up. Thank you so much, Cynthia Holt. Bravo.
ICE needs to take 50 of their most hardcore criminals that they just detained and go knock on her door and be like, if you care about these people so much, here you go. Let them in your house. I guarantee you she's not going to want them anywhere near her house.
Next time you get into an argument about any of this immigration stuff, just say, hey, yeah, so you feel like you should speak on behalf of the people that live on the border? What about the people that live on the fucking border that are having their houses invaded? Anyway, so this is pointing out on Fox News about how her several $1 million mansion is on Indian ground.
According to a local tribe out in California, she built her mansion on property that belongs to Native Americans. We talked to the Tongva tribe out in Southern Cal, who says she's living on their property, saying this in part as the first people of the greater Los Angeles basin.
The first people.
Wow.
We do understand that her home is situated on our ancestral land. Eilish hasn't contacted her tribe directly regarding her property. So back in
I just have to point this out. The first people. How fucking dare you say you're the first people? You weren't the first fucking people here. There were many people before that.
2020, comedian Ricky Gervais was ahead of this. He said, please do not get up here and use the stage as a platform.
Anyway, you guys know that legendary takedown that he had at the Golden Globes.
for
Yeah.
politics.
Like 7 minutes of pure heaven with
Yeah.
Gervais destroying all of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Saying in part, you're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know
Yeah, we know this. You guys know this quote, right? Yeah.
nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. Now mocking Grammy winners because you said they're doing it again, saying
Yeah. Anyway, so crazy stuff, hilarious. Anyway,
if you rewind back to that picture it showed of Billie Eilish, it looked like her eyes were rolling up into the back of her head. It looked like she was on like hardcore drug. Yeah, looks like she's on drugs.
again, when it's someone who she made it huge to begin with really fast. And it's like, you you're out of touch at that point. You have so much money. You're just being told what to say, what to do. And, you're just not going to give a shit. You're just going to parrot the same shit that everybody else around you does. So it's just all bullshit.
It's funny how everybody that's not Native American thinks they know what's best for Native Americans. And the Native Americans are just doing their own thing and they don't say hardly anything. And everybody's out there talking about them. It's like, if you're not Native American, you got no leg to stand on. Like just keep your mouth shut. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, all right. So, I thought I had some more Billie Eilish stuff, but this is how ridiculous AI is now, you guys. So I saw this. I haven't even seen the whole video yet, but it's really fucking crazy. So this is hilarious. Internet Fish says 2 sticks of RAM cost $900 because of this. By the way. So just watch this, you guys. So this is a guy talking with an AI agent or an AI,
Chatbot. Yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite Italian movie?
Oh man, I'm going back to the 90s. You got to go with I love The Godfather. I think that's
Wait, the 90s Godfather 3, that is the worst of the Godfathers.
Oh no, this is the original, the original that,
The original is from
the
70s.
Yeah. But I love The Godfather. I love
Who donated their voice?
I love The Godfather. I love the old school movies. I love The Godfather. I love The Godfather. I love The Godfather.
It's stuck in a loop.
Godfather. I love The Godfather. I love The Godfather. I love
What the f-
I hear what you're saying.
This would be the
Makes
moment where the robot's head shoots off of its body and it just blows up.
What you're saying makes total sense.
Godfather.
You know what? I think you're having a mental breakdown, so I'm gonna just hang out.
No, I'm not. No.
Robots on drugs.
You're in denial. You're clear.
I'm in denial.
What the fuck?
The video, I broke the
Okay.
toy.
That was.
Okay, thank you.
It's like a dying. I don't know what that is.
At this moment, NVIDIA pauses the video, and they're like, "It's in beta mode." This was just a test.
So bizarre, so weird. Anyway, okay, so
I've seen videos like that though, where it said this is why RAM costs so much. But the video I seen showed a whole SWAT team, but they were squirrels, and the one squirrel breaks down the video, and then the other squirrels just go storming into the video, into the building, guns a-blazing, and it said this is why RAM costs so much.
Yeah,
I think this is just proof that everyone's at a different level of AI, and I don't think anybody's really sharing the secret sauce. You know what I mean?
yeah. Which is probably for the best, I'm guessing.